Today we're looking at the top 10 most expensive desserts in the world. Let's get started. Number 10. Beyond Gourmet Jelly Beans. Price $500. Starting easy, we have a dessert that's not quite a usual dessert. For most people, dessert means cake, pudding, or ice cream, but this one could easily fit the snack category. But since it's also sweet, we call it dessert. We're talking about jelly beans, but not your usual jelly beans. These ones are gourmet, naturally flavored, and delicious jelly beans. Just a jar of these beans costs $500, which is 500 times more than the ones you'd buy at Walgreens. Still, why so much money? Well, these jelly beans are coated in 24-karat gold leaf, and they come in a beautifully ornate crystal jar that costs more than the beans. This simple, sweet dessert must be a regular for rich children because otherwise, we don't know who would buy them. Number 9. The Golden Phoenix Cupcake. Price $1,000. Everyone loves a good cupcake. It's a relatively small dessert. It can combine all sorts of flavors, and the toppings can be over-the-top eye-catching. If the cupcake has rare and good quality ingredients, then normally the price goes up. But this cupcake, the Golden Phoenix Cupcake, is next-level expensive. If you think vegan, gluten-free cupcakes are expensive, then this one is the mother of all cupcakes. If you have $1,000 to spare, you can have the Golden Phoenix Cupcake instead. This dessert can be found in a lovely little bakery called Bloomsbury's in the Dubai Mall, because who else knows luxury better than the Arabs? And since we bet you want to know what makes this cupcake so special, here it is. Strawberries dipped in gold, Italian chocolate, and Ugandan vanilla beans, a little edible gold, some aphrodisiac fruits, and of course, chocolate. On top of that, it's served with a golden spoon, which you can't take home with you because it's not included in the price. You pay for the royal experience and the tasty, expensive cupcake, but since you're already visiting Dubai, going that little extra with the dessert is not such a huge splurge. Number 8. Krispy Kreme Luxe Donut. Price $1,685. Moving on, and we stumble upon a classic, the donut. It doesn't matter where you're from or what kind of donuts you like, they are simply a universal dessert. You can find them in supermarkets, at bakeries, or street food trucks, but we have a better option for you, the most expensive donut in the world. It costs $1,685, and it was made by the one and only Krispy Kreme at their Selfridges store on Oxford Street in London. Brits sure do love some good fancy desserts to go with their tea. This dessert was specially made to raise funds for the Children's Trust. But wait until you see the presentation. It looks like a full-bloomed flower with gold edible leaves and edible diamonds too. Also, the stuffing has Dom Perignon jelly and comes with a 2002 Dom Perignon cocktail and raspberry and passion fruit syrup on top of it all in style. Unfortunately, this dessert was a one-time special edition created for this charity campaign. But we're sure that if the chance comes again, they'll invent other crazy desserts and even more expensive. Number 7. Luxury Zebra Crow. Price $1,950. Next on the menu, we have a crazy invention, a hybrid between a donut and a croissant that tastes better than it sounds. Both desserts are amazing alone, yet now this invention has come to be, it seems like the sweet universe opened up a window for gourmet people. We bet this involves a lot of butter and chocolate, but let's see. The Luxury Zebra Crow is a fine dessert created by Dum Dum Donaterie, made with the rarest and finest ingredients out there, and sprinkled with gold edible flakes to amp up the price. For $1,950, you can indulge in this savory dessert that involves Cristal Rosé Champagne Caviar, gold leaf, French delicacy Normandy butter, and Iranian saffron-infused butter croissant dough. It also goes by the name Cronut, and it seems to be the most luxurious cronut out there. At least that's what the founder says. Number 6. The Frozen Haute Chocolate. Price $25,000. This one has proper luxury ingredients spelled all over it. Just the sight of this glamorous dessert will make your jaw drop and your wallet empty. We're only halfway through our list, and the prices are already heading towards millions of dollars. The frozen hot chocolate is actually a Guinness World Record dessert because in 2007 it was the most expensive sweet treat in the world. It can be found at Serendipity 3 in New York for $25,000. So, what's the difference between this dessert and a $1,500 dessert? Well, they use a fine blend of 28 cocos, including 14 of the world's most expensive. 5 grams of edible 24-karat gold, and it's also served in a golden goblet, lined with some more edible gold. On top of that, it's served with a golden spoon which you can keep as a memory or a cashback. And if you still don't understand why this dessert is so expensive, it's because most ingredients are flown in from France or Switzerland, so it's quite an exclusive treat. Number 5. Lindeth Howe Country House Hotel Chocolate Pudding. Price $34,000. Pudding is the classic family dessert that we've all grown to love and cherish. If you're on the hunt for one of the best and most expensive puddings that's out there, then this one is definitely the winner. The reason behind this dessert is simple. Chef Mark Guibert of the Lindeth Howe Country House Hotel in England wanted to create the most expensive pudding in the world, and he definitely succeeded. The pudding is, of course, topped with expensive ingredients, such as edible gold, caviar, some of the finest and most expensive chocolates, as well as a 2-carat diamond. It's shaped like a Fabergé egg with over-the-top details as mentioned above. For the price of $34,000, this dessert comes with a bottle of Chateau de Cam champagne, which normally costs around $700 on its own, and you also have to book it in advance and leave a deposit so there won't be any problems when checking out. Number 4. The Absurdity Sundae. Price $60,000. An even more expensive dessert is the Absurdity Sundae, and it costs $60,000. Yes, you pay $60,000 for ice cream, and it's not a life supply. The twist with this one is the syrups and ingredients. The people behind the Three Twins ice cream came up with this crazy expensive dessert that consists of bananas and syrups made from rare wines, and they serve it with a special spoon made in the 1850s to make it worth your money. But there's more to it than that. For $60,000, they will fly you, first class of course, all the way to Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania, where the company's founder will hand make your ice cream with ice from the summit of the mountain, which is 5,895 meters high. And if you want to share this special gourmet journey with someone, you can bring a +1 for only $25,000, and they will accommodate you both in a 5-star hotel with everything included. In the end, this dessert is an entire experience only a few people get to have, and that makes it even more special. Number 3. Diamond Fruitcake. Price $1.72 million. Taking a leap into the $1 million club, and we've possibly found the most eccentric fruitcake in the world. You might have had some great cakes for your 18th birthday or for your wedding, but not as crazy and expensive as this one. This diamond fruitcake is worth $1.72 million, and it's exclusive to Takashi Maya department store in Tokyo during Christmas time. So, let's see what makes this cake so darn expensive. The whole process of making this cake takes up to 6 months to design, and 1 more to actually make it and decorate it. For the final touch, the cake is hand-decorated with 223 individual diamonds that weigh 170 carats. If you're drooling over the keyboard, we have to tell you that this cake is not for consumption. The only downside of this marvelous cake is that it's not edible, so you can't enjoy a slice of fruitcake and diamonds while shopping for Christmas gifts. The sole purpose of this jewel cake was to promote the store, and we have to admit, they definitely succeeded. Number 2. Strawberries Arnaud. Price $9.85 million. By far, one of the most outrageous desserts on this entire list is Strawberries Arnaud. It's the second most expensive dessert in the world, but not because it has high quality or rare ingredients, but because it comes with a 10-carat royal blue diamond engagement ring from MS Rao Antiques, and that's worth more than anything. This special Valentine's Day edition of the classic dessert was first introduced in 2016 when Arnaud's decided to try something special. Basically, the dessert consists of locally sourced strawberries, a scoop of vanilla ice cream, whipped cream, and 24-karat gold flakes sprinkled on top of the dessert. If you want to propose on Valentine's Day, this is the right way to do it, and she will definitely say yes. Arnaud's restaurant is located in New Orleans, and yes, as you guessed, it's a French-style restaurant. Number 1. Debbie Wingham's Runway Fashion Show Cake. Price, $75 million. This one is so expensive that it almost seems impossible to believe. The Debbie Wingham Runway Show Cake, which was made for a private UAE billionaire for his daughter's birthday. The British designer hand-carved the fondant decorations herself and arranged all 4,000 diamonds, including a 5.2-carat pink diamond, a 0.4-carat yellow diamond, and more than a dozen 5-carat white diamonds to make this as special as possible. The cake depicts a fashion runway show, measuring 6 feet long with miniature characters, and as sources say, it took 1,100 hours to complete, so it makes sense to ask for some extra money. The cake is a mix of chocolate cake and delicious vanilla strawberry cheesecake, but honestly, it doesn't look that great. For $75 million, you would expect more talent and effort put into it. It looks more like a Simpsons family scene than a fashion show, but hopefully the client loved it.